So I'm going pretty deep in there on this whole Syria issue because obviously it's pretty important. And also, the situation continues to escalate. We're probably going to be going to war there within the next few weeks or the next few months, unless Trump actually, grows a spine and, doesn't do what he was yelling at Obama not to do fucking 5 years ago. Um, and, maybe even start World War III. That'd be cool if that were to happen. Uh, but that's not quite what this video is about. It's not about the issue as a whole, but rather a really fucked up trend that I've been seeing on, like Twitter and stuff. Uh, is leftists, not like liberals, because, one would kind of expect. Although, to be fair, the Democratic, like, bloodthirstiness, like, yeah, Trump, why don't you invade Syria, you pussy, you fucking, invade him right now, dickhead. Like, that's been a little disturbing to see, TBH. But no, like, proper, or, again, people that claim to be proper leftists, being very pro-imperialism in Syria. And that is evil. That is fucked up. If you think that, you are shitty, you are an idiot, and you should kill yourself. I'm not quite the edgy man that I used to be. I don't like to run around telling people to kill themselves because I don't think that's particularly funny. So when I say when I say you should kill yourself in this context, I mean that sincerely, you're an evil person. The world will be better off without you. Stop existing. But also, I'm going to tell you why you're wrong. But also, can't sugarcoat this, but the majority of people, probably the vast majority of people that I've seen do this, are ANCOMs. Definitely you can kind of tell they're more, definitely rad libs calling themselves ANCOMs, but even so, to any ANCOM viewers of mine, probably be on the lookout for that. Any of that kind of imperialism excusing rhetoric creeping up in your communities, and be sure to call that out. But anyway, okay, so the United States government is justifying intervention, war, because of a new gas attack that they're claiming happened, which a lot of these people, they're readily believing it. They're like, okay, Trump is, or not Trump, Assad is a monster. He's killing millions of people all the time. Which, okay, there's multiple levels on which believing the United States government on this is the dumbest thing in the entire world. For one, it makes no logical sense for Assad to do this. He was... What city was it? I forget. Basically, he was about to completely have control of the city. Like, his victory in that city was assured. The people were supportive of him there. And he knew that basically, a chemical weapons attack would instantly make the United States attack him. So what logical reason would there be to just gas his own people for no reason? He's a psychopath, clearly. I don't think that, the man who has been the target of, Western regime change for decades, like he has, and has also had to deal with rebel fucking factions in his country for so long, is that much of an idiot to do literally the dumbest shit in the world. So that's number one. Number two, there's been no investigation into this claim that Assad did these gas attacks. And also, the United States has lied the previous 2 times that they've said Assad gassed his own people. One of which the United States admitted. I forget if it was like the Secretary of Defense or Secretary of Foreign Affairs or some shit. One of those guys literally admitted that, quote, they had no evidence against, that the Assad regime did that gas attack. And the first time they claimed it, it was like disproven by some other kind of like, independent journalistic investigation and shit. So that's strike 2. Then strike 3 is just the overall history of the United States. Obviously Saddam Hussein. Oh, he's got fucking weapons of mass destruction, dude. He's got nukes. We gotta stop that shit. And then he didn't. The first Gulf War claims that Iraqis are murdering millions of Kuwaiti babies, and then a person who said that actually was the Kuwaiti foreign secretary, or no, the Kuwaiti ambassador's daughter. Actually, it was not just like a Kuwaiti girl. So that was also fake. You want to go back to the fucking? Want to go back to the Spanish-American War? The USS Maine, basically was like sent right into the harbor of Havana or whatever. Like some Cuban harbor. Literally, they just sent it in there to get blown up, pretty much. It's arguable that they literally blew it up themselves with fucking dynamite or whatever to justify taking over Cuba and the Philippines. So, historically, the United States are greedy motherfuckers and will do whatever they have to justify war to get land and resources that they want. So it's fake. Assad did not gas his own people in whatever city that was. I'll guarantee it to you. And honestly, like I said, the readiness with which people believe that is really disturbing, especially if you're supposed to be a leftist. And you're supposed to actually be knowledgeable of history, and that the United States is an evil empire which doesn't have a problem killing anybody. Kill thousands of people, tens of thousands of people, displace millions, destroy their homes, all their possessions. Oil, though, you get some oil. So yeah, it's fucked up. And I understand, like I said in my last video, which I did about kind of this topic, you don't have to be, like an Assad fan. That's absolutely fair. There are lots of fucked up things about the way that he runs Syria. A lot of people will be like, oh, well, Assad will fucking... he hates gay people and shit. Oh, he's not like a progressive LGBTQ plus guy, which, I said that a little goofily. It's not to trivialize the treatment of LGBTQ people in Syria, because it is bad. But having the alternative to that be the United States coming in and murdering thousands of people and displacing millions, because that's what will happen if we do what it looks like we're going to do. That is what will happen. There is no other way that this will go. The United States will kill tons of people, over the course of 5 to 10 years, maybe more, who knows. And then we will set up a shitty puppet government that is probably also extremely persecutes LGBTQ people, And then the state will collapse, and it'll end up like fucking Libya. It'll end up like Iraq. Um, just end up, fucking collapsed. It'll be total anarchy. There'll be, not even the kind that you might like. You might like the idea of, since you're probably fucking just actually a rad lib. Anyway, yeah, I'm pissed. I'm pissed at the United States government, and I'm pissed that anyone can believe this shit. I'm just mad. I'm an angry man, so that means that I'm right. But, whatever.